Hello, this is Jessica Fox from Florida Virtual Bookkeeper. And today I want to show you how I am able to expand on the capabilities of 17 hats by using custom fields to better keep my bookkeeping business organized. 17 hats does a lot out of the box. If you want to learn more about its capabilities and how it can work for you, check out my video in the comments on the 17 hats overview from a bookkeeper's perspective, where I walk you through all of the features that it has available so that you can decide if this is a good solution for you. One of the things that you can do with 17 hats is that you can create custom fields for contacts or projects to expand the amount of data that you collect, how it's organized, how it can be used, and how it can be easily accessed. So I want to show you how I use project tags to keep important information about my client front and center so that myself and my staff will always see this information is easily accessible. We don't have to go digging for it, and we definitely will not forget. So here I have my test client in 17 hats, and this is the project field. Normally, by default, 17 hats will include the email, the project date, the phone number, the address, the type of contact. In here will tell you if it's a client or a lead, the type of calendar in which the task will be added to for this project, and any tags that you have assigned. I have expanded on that by creating these custom fields to make it even more powerful for my needs. So first, I have important notes. These are custom workflows for my clients, things that myself and my staff have to remember before we process the file. Any quirks about their app integrations, any special processing, or things that you need to remember to double check that are done before you start doing your work, you want to put that here, because that way anytime you go to the project is right there. I like to have the business type, the scope of service. This is really good to have, especially if your staff receives a client request. They can see right at a glance if it's included in their scope, or if their scope creep and they need to arrange for a change order or to bill for something separately. My compliance deadlines for these clients, these are the things that I am responsible to do on their behalf so that we do not miss any deadlines. In this particular scenario, I am responsible for sales tax, which is due monthly on the 20th, and 1099 miscellaneous, which are due on January 31st. I also like to have at a glance the bank and liability accounts, the whole list of accounts that we need to stay on top of during our processing. I like to include the name of the financial institution, the type of account, and the last four digits, so that way it's easy when we are verifying that we have all source documents, that we have the right account information, and that nothing is missing before we start working on the file. I also have the rate at a glance, the app stack. So if you're using more than just accounting software with the client, it helps to know what apps are being used, especially if the client has a CRM that is integrated or that you may need to access to get information out of. And then a share folder. Normally this in here will be an URL. I just put this placeholder text for the benefit of this video. Now, custom fields do a lot more than just putting this information easily accessible. You can also insert this information as tokens in any document that you create. And if you have templates, you can put those tokens in the template so it automatically fills in. So for example, say that I want to send an email to the client and it's talking about where they can access their reports. I can go to insert token, scroll down to the projects, and I can say insert the shared folder. This will automatically add in the email the URL to the shared folder for the client so that I do not have to find the specific link and copy and paste it. It's automatically done for you. The possibilities are endless. This can be done in contracts. So for example, if I were to create a new contract for the client, and I can use the token insert scope of service. It will insert every text that is in that field. You can also map things in lead capture forms and questionnaires to automatically fill in these custom fields. So for example, when a client is new, I sent a questionnaire where it's asking them for their phone number, their address, their what type of business entity it is. Once they answer the questions in that questionnaire, this right here is filled out for me. I do not have to go and copy and paste or type it in. It's all done automatically. And same, one of the things, even though this is not a custom field, I do want to point out, if the client fills out that they have a CPA or that they want, say they have a business partner that needs to be kept in the loop, I have those fields mapped into a related contact. So it shows right here. I can also see at a glance, I just scroll down and I can see who else is related to this project that I may need to communicate with or keep in the loop. So custom fields have lots of possibilities, and I have heard other bookkeepers use them differently. So don't feel like you have to do it my way. Don't be limited by just the fields that I am using. If you can think of other fields that are helpful to you, by all means, experiment. Some people like to use contact fields that apply to that contact regardless of what project it's in. You may want to use that to add their anniversary date if you want to recognize that, or their kids' names, or their pet's name, whatever it can be. I have found that so far project fields have been enough, but I am always evolving. You never know what I may add tomorrow or next week. So how do you create these custom fields? In 17 Hats, you will go to the gear icon for account settings. In this middle column here, you will scroll down until you get to custom fields. And here you have the option of adding contact fields or project fields. And as you can see, these are the ones that I have already created. So to add a new one, you would just click on add custom field, select the type of field. So as you can see, you have different choices. It could be a yes or no, or it could be a date, it could be a list, and you will just add it there. And then in the list, then you can drag and drop them to change the order on how they are displayed in the project. Because I want to see the important notes before their app stack, I have ordered mine the same way, and you can do the same. So I hope that this information is helpful. As always, if you have any questions, I am only an email away. Jessica at floridavirtualbookkeeper.com. Have a great day.